Pterodactyls. What do you know? So yeah, pterodactyls. I'm sorry. They're very noisy. They might make a few more noises while we're filming, but honestly, what can you do? It's pterodactyls. But today, in our next episode, we're gonna talk about lumberjacks. But first, we must bring on Porter Swartz.
Hey! Pterodactyl, sorry.
Pterodactyls are very rude. If you didn't,
they
know
are.
that.
They just dropped a pencil.
A pencil. Bah, bah, bah.
A pencil. Yes. Okay. Now on to our segment.
Wait, we have to talk about the crisis. Due to some personal things, Gracie shan't be able to join us for the next few episodes. I'm very sorry. She would be too if she was actually sorry, but she isn't.
Yeah, she's not.
Well, Porter's gonna go get our axes for our first lumberjack segment, and so you're gonna do that, and I'll entertain them. Fun fact, since you
man, these things are really heavy. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
An axe. Why do we still have axes? You know, with all the great tree cutting capabilities we have in chainsaws. It's very... What's the word? It's
Really, oh yeah, they're really weird. Breaking news!
We interrupt the following program for some important messages.
From ENN!
ENN presents Guy Gibson
and Hal Harson
tonight. So, in our first breaking news story,
we have killer squirrels.
Killer squirrels on the loose throughout all of New York.
Yes, they're killing all the chipmunk population there.
Despite the small amounts of chipmunk population already there, people are somehow noticing them in their very busy New York lives.
Yes, they're carrying each a tiny chainsaw. Yeah,
Squirrels somehow managed to mass produce these tiny chainsaws. Local authorities will be investigating.
They will.
See our website for details. Ba-da-da-da. In our next news story, Davy Jones has been arrested by Michael the Archangel for helping people cheat death. In an interview, Michael the Archangel said, "The Lord Most High has sent me to capture Davy Jones and feed him." Davy Jones reportedly asked Michael if he feared death, but Michael replied by saying he was immortal. Well, what do you know about that?
Yeah, I mean, Davy Jones is immortal too.
Ba-da-da-da. And now it is time for us to go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Football, right? Yeah, everybody loves football, so come down here to this insurance policy where we'll give you 2 free tickets to a football game! Ah!
And we're back. In our last part of the news, we talked about Michael the Archangel arresting Davy Jones and squirrels ruthlessly murdering chipmunks. A recent development on the chipmunks and squirrel wars have shown that squirrels are attacking chipmunks because despite their larger size, they are afraid of chipmunks. Why, you ask? Well, in a recent interview, Gray Squirrel told us, not us, you know, but the company.
Authorities.
And a news reporting outlet, that he did it because all squirrels were afraid that chipmunks would try to take over the world. By world, he of course means the squirrel world. So they invented tiny chainsaws that are able to... And with the tree. Yeah, and bam, it's toast.
Yeah.
But, in other news...
Well, we have...
Don't you remember? Look, there's a teleprompter right there.
Sorry, I'm blank at pterodactyls again, sorry. We have a... We have...
Sorry, the teleprompter's kind of broken.
Pigeons. Pigeons are suddenly targeting men with red hats in a crowd when they drop a load.
What do you know? Why is that?
We don't know, but in an interview that we interviewed this pigeon, his name was Bob. The reason why they're targeting red hats is because they can't really make up their mind which person is is the kindest. Usually, like, people give them birdseed and whatnot.
Yes,
and
but
when-
you know, with COVID and everything, people just stopped buying birdseed because they have other more important things to buy.
And
so
there was one. This
they didn't buy their birdseed, and so the pigeons couldn't tell who were the good people anymore. So since they heard that red means angry, they just targeted the people with the red hats.
Also, there was this one man who kicked all the pigeons out of his apartment, on his roof of
I'd
his
like to
apartment
know
building.
why he was having pigeons in his apartment roof building, since that's not a thing.
I don't know. No, they were on his roof.
Oh, they were on his roof.
They were on his roof, and he pushed them all off. But he had a red hat on, and so since they've been targeting red hats.
Well, what do you know?
Also, the invisible cat has broken out of the zoo again.
That invisible cat. Next thing you know, we'll have fire-breathing dogs, and we'll be able to call them hot dogs. Oh! Well, it's time to move on to our next story. In light of recent events, Everything Show creators Revan and Porter have been deemed mentally insane by the
Yes.
government. But not just mentally, also legally insane and illegally insane. So no matter how you do it, they have been deemed insane. Their show is likely to either get canceled or have like a
Or explode.
or a content warning. Either of those three. are
Probably
likely.
going to explode, though.
It's likely, very much. But
You know, that Porter fellow, he's very bonkers. He's more bonkers than the other guy.
I don't know. I like that Revan guy personally.
They sang songs, and I think the Gracie person, she's fine. She's pretty. She's
And their
pretty
songs.
nonsense.
They had like one song.
Yeah.
If they were gonna do it, they should have done more. Yep.
Yeah.
But that is our entire interrupting of your following program. For totally not fake news that you can trust, I am Guy Gibson. Hey, I said I'm Guy Gibson.
Oh, and I'm Hal Hampson.
And that's our show. Thank you all for coming out to watch us chop down some trees.
I got the axes.
Yeah, he got the axes earlier, and so we chopped down some trees. We showed you how it's done. We were like a modern Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Yeah, and that excitement that one tree it almost fell on us.
Yeah, it almost fell. That was very dramatic and climactic, not anticlimactic like annoying and boring TV shows that have no practical value. Well, thanks for coming to our lumberjack episode. Tune in next time to watch us do something even more exotic. Did the government come back on those checks about us being mentally insane?
I think they did.
We'll watch pterodactyls. We'll watch the Late Show with Guy Gibson and Hal something.
Hanson, something like that.
Hal Hanson. So, well, tune in next time. I'm Revan. This is Porter, and this has been our show. Wrap us up with some music.
Ba, 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 ba.